Oh, man. Naomi just got her biggest win in WWE, and probably in her career, even if you add in her time in TNA. Naomi has always been somebody who's just been a showstopper. She's been women's champion before, but she's never been like that headliner. But she goes out and she wins the Money in the Bank. Just when things, you thought things were done with her and Bianca, and that just started to heat up again. Man, that was a freaking match. That was one way to really kick off Money in the Bank. The newcomers, Roxanne, Giulia, Stephanie Vaquer, they all really showed up. They really, honestly, all had a good match. The storyline to me of the match basically was trying to take Mommy out of the whole thing. Everybody was trying their best to make sure that Rhea Ripley wasn't just going to be the overall favorite of this match and just outstrength everybody. She had her moments, but at one point she ended up getting just covered in a bay of ladders by Roxanne, Perez, and Giulia. They had said their tag team was done. One went to Raw, one went to SmackDown, but when things came down to it, they basically all set up and started working together. At one point, Roxanne Perez was doing her best, like whoop-de-whoop out of the ring and then trying to duck herself back in. At that point, basically, Rhea Ripley woke up on the outside. And, she just, Undertaker back up. They even made reference to Undertaker on the announce team. But my pick, honestly, Stephanie Vaquer, I think she had the odds stacked against her from the very beginning. Even before the bell rang, the announcers were talking about this was her third match in less than 24 hours. She wrestled in Bakersfield on SmackDown. She wrestled earlier today on Worlds Collide. And now here she is in a ladder match with 6 women trying to compete to win the Money in the Bank. Really, really good showing here. Naomi, you got to wonder what this does for her. She's pretty much, on the SmackDown brand. So where that puts her, on the rankings, who she's going to be gunning for. I think that Naomi might be a project, basically, where she's going to be holding the Money in the Bank for a while until it finally comes up. I don't see a fast cash in for her at all. I got a couple tweets of people saying that it didn't look like the Intuit Dome down there in Los Angeles was all that full. People were saying it was due to pricing. I remember thinking the same thing when they did the first Raw on Netflix. What throws me off, honestly, are those green dots. There's a green dot for every seat. And in my mind, I'm guessing that if I can see the dot, there's not somebody in the seat. But I'm not quite sure. The arena's kind of dark. It could be dark because it's not a sellout there. But when I was looking on like ticket sites today, on like Reddit, people were saying that tickets were like $300 a piece, secondhand seating. So I'm guessing that all the seats were sold out. Why it looks like people aren't there, I'm really not quite sure. But we'll have to see, what's going on here. Naomi, her, big angle from WrestleMania, is that done? They were both in the qualifier to get into the Money in the Bank match. It was a surprise that Naomi won. So we'll have to see how this plays into the SummerSlam and all the upcoming angles. Naomi, that's a big win.